Welcome back to Tartu, Estonia for the 2019 World University Powerlifting Cup. We are just about to get the action underway with the 63 kilo women, probably one of the toughest contested classes across all powerlifting competitions, and it is going to heat up again here today. We're about 10 seconds away from getting the squats started with Anne Grundner from University Wageningen, looking for 75 kilos, opening just above her personal best of 72.5. And we've already seen a couple of world records drop today and ended the last session, the 57s, with a world record deadlift to go after the silver medal overall. And we're going to have plenty of action here in the 63s. And of course, all of this is possible thanks to the great people that stand behind these competitions and stand behind the IPF. Alico, who continually raise the bar. Uplift, bringing quality coaches and athletes together from around the world. And SPD, makers of the greatest lifting apparel on the planet. And you see all the athletes using SPD knee sleeves, SPD singlets, belts. Not using it because it's trendy, they're using it because it is absolutely the best you can get your hands on. And of course, Alico doing so much for powerlifting. They equip, I think, 6 to 7 championship events throughout the year. They have development programs. They've been supporting the IPF and supporting powerlifting for such a long time, doing an absolutely amazing job. We are just about to get underway. I'm just introducing the referees and the jury and the technical controller. So all of these people doing these jobs, giving up so much of their time to support a sport they love. And Gaston Barrage, the IPF president there, just getting everyone lined up.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce our referees and jury. Head referee Miriam Usadov from Belgium. Side referee Rashid Satani from Iran. Side referee Ronoseki Armbrust from Hungary. Technical controller Nacheda Shurilova from Russia. And jury Richard Parker from Great Britain. Sergei Ivanov from Russia. And Gaston Barrage from Luxembourg. Thank you.
So we have the formalities taken care of now, all the referees and jury panel and technical controller introduced. We're just moments away from getting underway, and of course the jury panel at these international events enables coaches to challenge referees' decisions. So you get 2 red lights and you feel that the call might have been incorrect. You can approach the jury panel, who'll look at the replay and make a decision on that. And remember, referees have a split second to make their decision. So coaches have the opportunity to approach the jury. And of course, they don't always agree with you either. The referees just getting themselves organised. Getting everything to position. Spotters and loaders are ready to go. We've got the buttons for the lights, referees' lights now. A fantastic shot of the back of Piotr's head there. You can always trust Piotr to stand in front of the camera. There he is again. He's just jumping up in front of the camera everywhere. Wait till I see him later. And the second he realises he's on a close-up, he'll probably do a happy dance for us. We've caught Piotr doing a happy dance occasionally in Sweden at the World Championships there. Almost ready. Just got a little bit of a problem with the monitor, just a little bit of a technical issue with the monitor there that gives the spotters the information. So spotters have a monitor sitting just off the platform that gives them all the loading information. So it shows them the plates to be loaded, rack heights, and rack positions as well. And they take their information off there. So occasionally we get the odd technical issue. And the bar is loaded now for Anne Grandiner, looking for 75 kilograms, opening 2.5 kilos above her personal best. And that should be a good opening lift, and it is. Nice way to get started.
75 kilograms stays on the bar for Christy McCaffin from University of Glasgow. The bar is loaded.
So Christy McHill now. At 65 kilograms. 75 kilograms, sorry. And handles that without any problems at all. It's one red light there. This might have been a little bit high on one side. Abigail England now 87.5 kilograms, just below her personal best. So she's going to get a replacement call. Knees aren't locked. So gets the knees locked. Gets the start command. And that should be a good lift. So lifters have to start in a position with the knees in the lock position. And she was just struggling to get into the lock position there. But she gets it on the board. Amy Whitaker now looking for 90 kilograms. And drops into the bottom there. You can see she gets to the bottom. I'll be able to see in the replay there. She gets down and then just drops that a little bit further. And gets the bounce out. Augusta Clayton now 97.5 kilograms. So we'll have two groups in the 63 kilos. So we'll get through the first group of 10 and then we'll roll into a group of 9. Gets down nice and deep. It should be a good lift. And it is. So one of the reasons we divide these into two groups, and we have more than 14 lifters, is because if you have a group of 19 running through, the time between your first lift and your second lift is actually too long, and the body cools down too much, and you're at higher risk of injury. So everything is designed to ensure they get the right amount of rest between lifts. So if we have a small group of 5, we add an extra minute to the end to give extra rest. And these big groups we divide into 2. So Katri Karinda handles the 100 kilograms and gets a personal best. Michaela Kubanova looking for 105. So Prague University of Chemistry and Technology in Czechia. Just shy of her personal best of 110. And gets the 3 white lights, and she's pretty happy with that. Rosie Geller-Stevens now 105. Just a couple of kilos shy of her personal best. Gets herself into position. It's a nice bounce out of the bottom. Gets plenty of speed out of the hole there. And hits 2 red lights though, not quite deep enough. And coach is going to go to the jury panel and have a chat and see what they say. Right now though, the bar's loaded for Isabel Davis, 107.5. And coach gets no joy from the jury panel on that one. Knees are out, chest is up, good speed, but not deep enough. We'll go to the jury again and have a look at the replay. And hard to tell from that angle. That side didn't look too bad, but we don't get to see the other side, and looks like the jury panel agrees. No joy there. Sarah Hetzler now. University of Pittsburgh, 112.5. And plenty of experience in her corner there. And no lift. And we'll have a look at the replay on that one. Or we won't have a look at the replay on that one. But 3 red lights means you cannot challenge with the jury. So Big Michael will have to cop that one on the chin and put that weight in again. So we come around for our second lifts now, and Grandana looking for 80 kilograms. Opened on a personal best to 75 kilos, now looking to add a bit more to that. And depth looks good. And that should be a good lift.
It's a good lift. 80 kilograms.
And plenty of experience there. Piotr in her corner.
Follows England and Whittaker.
And been coaching for a long time. Big part of the IPF referee as well.
Bar is loaded.
And does a lot of work at all these championship events. But right now, Kirsty McCahill looking for 80 kilograms to equal her personal best. University of Glasgow. Hits the bottom well, gets a good bounce. What do the referees say about depth on that one? 2 white lights, it's a good lift.
95 kilograms to Abigail England from University of Nottingham.
Abigail England now looking for a personal best of 95 kilograms. University of Nottingham. So you have to start with your knees in lock position and you have to finish in that position as well. It looks smooth all the way through. From here it looked good. It is 2 white lights.
97.5 grams to Abigail, Amy Whittaker from Oxford University. Follows Clayton and Calvin Stevens. The bar is loaded.
Coach just going to the jury panel just to get some confirmation of what the centre ref gave the red light for, so they can fix that. Amy Whittaker now 97.5 kilograms to equal her personal best. Depth looks good from here. And we'll see what the referees say it is. 3 white lights, she's pretty happy with that. It gets in deep and straightens up. Just a little bit forward there. Just lift that chest a little bit higher. Augusta Clayton now. University of Exeter. 105. This will equal her personal best. Gets that big breath in. Gets into the hole well. And gets the 3 white lights. It's a nice bounce out of the bottom there.
Stevens from University of Glasgow. Follows Davies and Kubanova. The bar is loaded.
Rosie Gala Stevens now 105. So just a couple of kilos shy of her personal best. To give you an idea of just how tough the 63 kilo class is, the world junior record 165.5. Drops into the hole really well, gets a really nice bounce. And gets the 3 white lights.
Isabel Davis from University of Birmingham. Follows Davis and Kubanova. Sorry, follows Kubanova and Karin Dev. The bar is loaded.
Isabel Davis now, 107.5. University of Birmingham. This will be a fair way under her personal best, so it should be very well manageable. So she had a bit of trouble with this one on her opening lift. It just really needs to sink in as deep as she can get. Be really convincing. It looks better from here. Let's see what the referees think. She gets 2 white lights.
110 kilograms step off for Mihaela Bubanova from
Mikhail
University
Kubanova
of
now.
Industry and Technology Brown. Follows Karindian Herzler. The bar is loaded.
110 kilograms. This will equal her personal best. Well controlled. Did she get deep enough? Not enough.
110 kilograms stays on
Didn't
floor
quite
for
get down there. You see she pulled up a little bit
Student
shy.
Academy
A little bit slow out of the bottom there.
follows Herzler and Grundlehner. The bar is loaded.
Kathri Karindi now. Estonia Academy of Security Science, looking for 110 and a very big personal best. Mr. 112 and a half as an opener. And if I remember rightly, got 3 red lights on depth. Coaches opted to add a couple of extra kilos. And take the gamble. See if it helps push down a little bit further. It's the rack command. Let's see what the referees say this time. It's a good lift. So it pays off, gets that extra couple of kilos on there. So we come around for our third lifts now. And Grundliner looking for 82.5. So this will be a 10 kilo personal best. Depth is good. Just couldn't quite follow through. She almost got through that sticking point there. She's a little disappointed, but she's had 2 very good lifts. Christy McCahill now, 82.5. So we'll give her a 2.5 kilo personal best. And needs to drive those knees out. Gets it to the top. Gets a 3 white lights. She's very happy with that lift. Personal best. Gets into the hole. Gets a nice little bounce out there. Chest comes up. Abigail England now for 100 kilograms and a 10 kilo personal best. Sits back. Bar speed was good. Lift was good.
New personal best. 102.5
Not a
grams
bad
per bar
way to
for
end your
Amy
squat
Whittaker
session
from
on a big
Oxford
personal best.
University. Follows Kellen Stevens and Clayton.
Amy Whittaker now
Device
102.5.
loaded.
This will add 5 kilos to her personal best as well. Certainly a nice way to finish your squat session at an international competition.
Yes, let's go, come on. What? Tight. Fast. Chest.
Depth was good, but just couldn't get that chest up.
Sorry, loaded. 107.5
Okay, I'll have a look in the
grams per bar
replay.
for Rosie Keller Stevens
See,
from
she gets down
University of
deep.
Glasgow.
Hips pop up a bit too much there, and the bar just pushes her forward a little bit. Rosie Geller Stevens now 107.5.
Device loaded.
Right on her personal best. So Mr. Opener at 105 on depth. Coach playing the smart card and the safe card, putting the 105 again. And now looking for 107.5. I imagine the original plan was probably to finish around 110. And they've gone with plan B. And getting a replacement call. And chief referee just giving us some instructions as to why the replacement call. She still has 15 seconds left. And just need her to stand up a little bit more. Depth is good. Power out of the hole is very good there. And it's a good lift.
112.5 grams per bar for Augusta Clayton from University of Exeter. Follows Kubanova and Kaimi.
And coach just going to have a chat with the jury just to get some confirmation as to the red light and the replacement call. Make sure they get that right for future competitions. And all the referees and jury here always give their time to help athletes and coaches and make sure they know exactly what they were carded for so they can fix that in the future. Augusta Clayton now 112.5 for a big personal best. And she's given it everything she's got, but just couldn't quite get past that sticking point there. She hit the hole really well, got good acceleration out, but just couldn't quite push it through.
From University of Chemistry and Technology.
And Michaela Kubanova now 112.5. This will add 2.5 kilos to her personal best. Depth looks good. And just can't quite get through that sticking point there. Got down deep enough. Probably didn't get enough speed out of the bottom. I'll have a look at the replay. A little bit of speed there. Just couldn't quite get through the stick there. Katri Karinda now. And the home ground advantage, looking for 115. Very big personal best. And she's giving it everything. She's giving the nod. She gets it to the top. Gets the white lights. What a fantastic way to finish on 1:15.
15 grams step off for Isabel Davis from University of Birmingham. Follows Ersler and Smith. The bar is
I think the
loaded.
nod was more of a little pep talk for herself there midway through. Isabel Davis now 1:15, equal her personal best.
Come on, Izzy. Same as before. Come on, Izzy. Big brace here, Iz.
Pushes the knees out, gets the speed up. Depth is on the line, not quite deep enough though. And it's 3 reds, so there is no contesting that with the jury.
University of Pittsburgh. Follows Smith
So
and
Sarah Hertzler now looking at 1:20.
the bar is loaded.
Opened at 1:12.5. Missed that. They went to 1:15. Now looking for 1:20. So they've gone with plan B. I imagine their original plan was probably more like 1:12.5, 1:17.5, 1:20. Or even maybe 1:22.5. And it's going to be touch and go on depth again. It's going to be close. 2 red lights. Just not sinking deep enough there. I think Big Mike is having a think about going to the jury. Yep, he's going to wander on over. See if he can get some joy from the jury there. But you can see she's just pulling up a little bit short there.
The bar is loaded.
So we move straight into the second group now. Sophie Smith from Oxford University looking for 105.
Mine's yours to sit. Sit. Come on.
Looks very comfortable in the walkout. This is well under a personal best of 1:15.
Yes, chest.
And a little bit wobbly, just didn't quite control the top there. And she gets 2 whites and gets it on the board. In the replay, she came up very quickly there. Got to the top and just got the rack command before she lost balance. Lucy Hart now.
The bar is loaded.
So 1:17.5, well under her personal best. If you're watching at home and you're far more technically proficient than I am, you can also stream the scoreboard live on the second stream. And 3 white lights for Lucy Hart. She's happy with that one.
The bar for Alina Shaw from National University of Singapore. Follows TC and
Alina Shu next, 1:20.
the bar is loaded.
National University of Singapore. I'll have to double check the numbers, but I think there's around 70 universities competing this week. Very close foot position there. Depth is good. Very smooth and controlled
It's a good lift.
lift. And he gets the 3
130
white lights.
EFC from University of Connecticut. Follows Graham and Hotel.
So here you see University of Connecticut, 130 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
A little bit awkward on the racks there. She might need to think about dropping her rack height, maybe 1. But it doesn't bother her one bit at all. And makes short work of 130.
130 grams to the bar for Brianna Graham from
Rihanna Graham now, University of Exeter, 130 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
So well under her personal best of 137.5. Nice controlled walkout. Big breath in. Depth is good.
It's a good lift.
And it's a good lift.
130 grams station bar for Eleanor Hotel from Cambridge University. Follows Amanda Hazard.
Sits back into it nicely. Gets the depth she needs. And accelerates out. Eleanor Vattel now. Cambridge University looking for 130 kilograms. Sinks it in. Should be good. Looks good from here. And it is. She gets 2 white lights.
132.5 grams to the bar for
1 red light there.
from
I'd say just
University of
depth on the other side.
Follows Hazard and Sandeka.
So we're not completely symmetrical. Victoria Hammond now, University of Birmingham, 132.5. Depth is good, pushes the knees out to get the drive, and gets the job done.
135 kilograms to the bar for Christian Hazard from Ohio State University.
Christian
Follows
Hazard,
Sandeka.
135.
The bar is loaded.
So just under a personal best of 140. Depth is excellent. Knees are out all the way. Speed is fantastic. That is a good lift and great technique. You get to see this on the replay. Pushes the knees out, drops into the hole, keeps them out all the way. Chest is up and gets the job done. Marika Deska, 137.5. Adam Michalwick's University. Just shy of her 140 kilo personal best. And very smooth and very fast all the way through. Gets the 3 white lights. A great job on that squat. Tightens up, drops in. And we come round to the second lift for this group now. Sophie Smith for 112.5. Just a couple of kilos shy of her personal best.
The bar is loaded.
Bringing a little bit of fire to the platform for this one.
Squeeze it up. Come on, Ann. Yes, you got it. Right. Chest.
Chest comes up, and you hear the coach yelling. Was she deep enough? She was.
125.
She gets the 3 white lights.
UC Hart from Cambridge University. Follows Joel and Graham.
So Lucy Hart now looking for 125. Just under her personal best of 127.5. Gets in deep. And it's a good lift.
127.5 grams per pound for Rihanna Graham from the University of Exeter. All those. Shaw.
Alina Chu now, 127.5.
127.5 grams for Alina Shaw from National University of Singapore. Follows Graham and Potel.
Well under her personal best. Some fantastic lifters coming out of Singapore over the last 12 to 18 months.
Steady. Let the weight sit. Drive it up.
Depth is good. A little bit slow out of the bottom there. Just didn't really use that stretch shortening cycle at all there.
137.5
Was quite slow out of the bottom. And just didn't have any speed to convert that. And speed work, super important in your training. Rihanna Graham now 137.5. This will equal her personal best. Spotters and loaders have got their work cut out for them today. They're doing a fantastic job though, keeping everything on schedule. 137.5 to equal her personal best. Gets it back to the top. It was a lot of work for a second lift there.
Disregarded.
She gets it on the board, the job's done.
147.5
You're going to have to look at
kilograms
lifting
stays
that
on
chest
bar
up a
for
bit more on the
Eleanor
next
Bobker
lift.
from Cambridge University. Follows
Eleanor
Hassan.
Patel now,
The bar is loaded.
137.5. This will add 5 kilos to her personal best. Sits into it nicely there, gets a nice little bounce out of the bottom.
It's a good
And gets the
lift
3
and
white
well
lights. We might be able to see on the replay if we can catch that bounce out of the
140
bottom there.
kilograms per bar for
You
Victoria
can just see
Hammer
how she
from
can use the stretch
University of
shorting cycle.
Birmingham. Follows Hazard and TC.
It's a little bit of a bounce there, gets a little bit of speed out of the bottom and
The
can
bar is
convert
loaded.
that then into power. So Victoria Hammond now 140. Depth is good. Get that chest up, pushes the knees out. Got a little bit of offline there, but she managed to correct.
It's a good
Gets
lift.
the 3 white lights. She knows exactly what she did wrong.
5 kilograms per bar
You can
for
see as she walked off there, she
Stefan
wasn't
from
happy with that.
State University.
Just let
Follows
that chest
TC
come
and
forward, let the hips
Sandberg.
pop up too fast.
The bar is loaded.
Now Christian has it now, 142.5. So 2.5 kilograms on her personal best. And you look at the predicted totals. The top 4 or 5 lifters are all within range. Depth is good. Speed is good.
It's a good lift.
And gets the 3 white lights.
145 kilograms
There's
per
a
bar
great
for
technique there.
Victoria
Knees are out right from the
Mr.
start.
Follows
She keeps those knees
Sandberg
out.
Carl Smith.
And she's able to really develop that power. Maria TC now looking for 145.
The bar is loaded.
Opened at 130 and moved very, very fast. And looking to add another 15 kilos. Which is a big jump in weight. But going by the way that opening lift moved, probably quite expected. And that one moved just as well. The 15 kilos didn't slow her down very much at all.
Easy good lift. 145 kilograms stays on bar for
Marika Lendeska now 145.
Adam Mickiewicz University. Follows Smith and Shaw. The bar is loaded.
So this will add 5 kilos to a previous personal best of 140. Depth looks good. Had to work a little bit through the midsection. But about the right amount for a second lift. She gets the 3 white lights. Let's have a look at the replay. Sits in well. Didn't get a lot of speed out of the bottom and really had to work for it. Sophie Smith, 120 for her 3rd lift. And give herself a 5 kilogram personal best.
The bar is loaded.
bringing the fire on this one.
Come on, everything you got. Yes, come on.
Plenty of vocal cues coming from coach there.
Yes.
Coaches and athletes will have their specific cues.
Tighter. Chest.
And just couldn't quite get that chest up. You could hear the coach yelling chest, but she just couldn't quite get the chest up. See on the replay, she hits the bottom. And the bar just sort of pushes her forward a little bit there. Hips pop up, but the chest doesn't come with it. Alina Chu now looking for 127.5.
The bar is loaded.
Taking her time, making sure she gets everything where she wants it to be. Walk out looks comfortable.
Right, come on, everything you got. Up.
And gets it there. Got a little bit stuck in the middle there, but managed to get to the top and gets the 3 white lights this time round. She sits well, gets a nice little bounce out of the bottom this time. A lot faster out of the bottom than a second lift. And was able to use that momentum to get through that sticking point. And Lucy Hart now 130 for a 2.5 kilogram personal best. Dip looks good. Just couldn't quite get those knees out and push that chest up. But she gave it everything she had. She got a good little bounce out of the bottom, but those knees dropped in and just couldn't develop the power. Rihanna Graham now 140 and a personal best.
The bar is loaded.
Set under it. Stand straight up.
Coach just reminding stand straight up.
Good, really good. Short steps.
So some of the cues you hear from the coaches might seem simple, but it's really easy to forget those simple things when you walk out onto that platform. And that should be a good lift, and it is.
142.5 kilograms to the bar for Eleanor Taylor from Cambridge University. Follows Amanda Sandeka.
And kept that chest up, kept those knees out. Eleanor Buttel, 142.5. So we'll give her a 10 kilogram personal best. And we'll move her from 6th to 4th in the squats. And make sure she uses her time to get that bar set in position. And a little bit awkward on the walk out there. Doesn't look overly comfortable under the bar. She hit that well, didn't get a lot of speed out of the bottom. And just got caught in the middle there.
follows Sandeka and
She
Hazard.
never looked confident walking that bar out though. And didn't really do anything wrong. Wasn't really much of a form breakdown or technique breakdown. It was just too much on the day. I imagine she'll go back into training next week and will handle that weight, no problems at all. Victoria Hammond now, 145. This will equal her personal best, but more importantly, it will temporarily put her up into third position for the squats, with only 3 lifters to follow. Depth is good, knees out, chest is up. And the referees say it's a good lift. So she's done her job. She's done her part. Marika Landeska now 150. And this will temporarily move her from silver to gold in the squats. And just couldn't quite get the bounce down the bottom there. And see in the replay, just a bit slow out of the bottom and couldn't quite get those knees out. She currently has the silver medal. Right now, Christian Hazard looking for 150. This will shoot her up from 4th to 1st in the squat with 1 lifter to follow. Depth is good. Knees are out. And she got that rack command just in time before she lost balance there. So that puts her temporarily into the gold medal position for squat. And Bria TC now looking for 155 to get back that gold medal. Going by her other lifts, I don't think 155 is going to cause too many problems. Her opening 2 lifts moved like lightning. The 15-kilo jump from 1st to 2nd didn't slow her down at all. Now looking for another 10 kilos. Go 155 and the gold medal in squats. And then Zandeska has the bronze medal at 145. Speed is good. Weight was not an issue. Was it deep enough? It was. She takes back the gold medal. Hazard will take the silver medal as well in the squats. So don't go too far away. These 63-kilo ladies are going to be right back in 10 minutes' time to show us exactly what they can do on a bench press. Welcome back to Estonia for the 2019 World University Powerlifting Cup. And we are right in the thick of the action. The 63 kilo women about to take the platform for the bench press. And of course, big thanks to Alico, Uplift, SPD, who make all of this possible. Not just great sponsors, but great organizations as well. And we are 2 seconds away. Kirsty McHale looking for 42.5, just shy of her personal best, 45. And a tough weight class, this one. The world junior record in the 63s, 133.
The bar is loaded.
42.5 kilos on the bar for Kirsty McHale. University of Glasgow. And don't forget, you can also stream the scoreboard live on the second stream as well. So you can watch all the action and keep up with the scoreboard as well.
It's a good lift.
And a good opening lift there with 3 white lights. Amy Whitaker now 45 kilograms, representing Oxford University.
The bar is loaded.
Great Britain with over 80 lifters from 12 different teams here this week. And set chest up as high as she can. Trying to create as tighter system as possible.
It's a good
And
lift.
a good opening lift.
47.5 kilograms to a bar for Katri Karindi from Estonian Academy of Security Science.
A little bit wobbly on the chest.
And England.
I'm going to try and settle that bar as quickly as possible to get a quick press command.
The bar is loaded.
Just checking the plate load there. Looks like the screen might be incorrect. So we should have Katri Karinda at 47.5. And just fixing that now, so she'll be off the platform. We'll restart the clock.
The bar is loaded.
Now they've got that right. Katri Karinda, 47.5. And gets it back to the top. It moved well.
It's a good lift.
Gets the 3 white lights. Probably a little bit straighter than she would have liked. Seeing the replay there. Comes straight up off the chest. He needs to look at pushing back a little bit.
The bar is loaded.
Augusta Clayton now 50 kilograms. And 7.5 kilos shy of her personal best. And interestingly, TC has scratched her bench press lifts. And Augusta puts 50 kilos on the board, gets 1 red light there. Might be able to even catch in the replay what that might have been for. Hard to see from that angle.
The bar is loaded.
Abigail England now 50 kilograms, right on her personal best. Gets that chest up nice and high. A little bit wobbly on the chest, but gets the press command
It's a good lift.
and
50
moves it
kilograms
fast
step
back to
down
the
for
top.
Rosie Geller-Stevens from University of Glasgow. The bar is loaded.
See, just not settling the bar very quickly there. Rosie Geller-Stevens now looking for 50 kilos, just under her personal best of 52.5. So chest up high. It's a nice touch and a quick press command.
55 kilograms step down
And
for
pretty happy with that.
from University of Wageningen. Follows Kubanova and Herzler.
And Brendan now 55 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
Right on her personal best.
Kom op bij alle. Knijpen die stang.
Nice touch. Gets a quick press command.
It's a good lift. 55 kilograms stays on the bar for Mikhaila.
There's plenty of
Kubanova
speed
from
there.
University of Chemistry and Technology.
Probably like to see her wrist straighten up a little bit there.
The bar is loaded.
Get more power under the bar. Mikhaila Kubanova, 55 kilograms. Just short of her personal best. Good speed off the chest there and converts that very well.
And it's a good lift.
And 3 white lights.
55 kilograms stays on the bar for Sarah Herzler from University of
So
Pittsburgh.
Sarah Herzler now 55 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
University of Pittsburgh. And just waiting for her to come to the platform. And we've got 40 seconds. You've got 1 minute to hit the start command. Bench press is one of those things you don't want to be wasting too much time with. If something's not right and you get a replacement command, it doesn't give you a lot of time to fix the problem and reset. And handles that well.
It's a good lift. 62.5 kilograms step down for Isabel Davis from University of Birmingham. Follows McCahill and Whittaker.
Just keeping her butt on the bench there.
The bar is loaded.
Isabel Davis looking for 62.5.
Come on, Izzy. Take your time.
Just a couple of kilos under her personal best.
On it. Take your time. Focus on that line. Come on.
Getting up high on those shoulders, want to get those traps underneath. Tighten the lats up, pull the shoulder blades together. And you want that bar lined up with your shoulders and your forearms. And a good opening lift there.
It's a good lift. 45 kilograms step down for Kirsty McCahill from University
Come
of
back
Glasgow.
round to the
Follows
start now
Whittaker
for their
and
second lift. And Kirsty McCahill looking for 45 kilograms to equal her personal best.
The bar is loaded.
So this will equal her personal best of 45 kilograms. Her opening lift looked very good. You see all the different setup styles, all the different position styles. And it really is about finding the one that works the best for you and gets all the fulcrums and lever arms lined up properly. And that should be a good lift, and it is.
50 kilograms to above for Amy Whittaker from Oxford University.
We load 50 kilograms now for Amy Whittaker.
The bar is loaded.
Just short of her personal best, 52.5.
Exactly the same, Amy. Let's go. Squeeze the bar.
You can hear the coach yelling from the sideline there, squeeze the bar. And often we'll tell people to squeeze the bar tight, squeeze with the pinky, or bend the bar.
It's a good lift.
3 white lights, gets the job done. A little bit of a smile as she walks off.
From Estonian Academy of Security Science. Follows David Stevens and later.
Katri Karindi,
The bar is loaded.
52.5 kilograms to equal her personal best. She had a good opening lift at 47.5. And you can see there, she got the press command, and she got the press command. She almost loosened up a little bit. Tried to just loosen up a little bit and tried to sort of drive off the chest there. Now Rosie Geller Stevens now 52.5 kilograms. Nice touch. Gets the very quick press command. And she's very happy with that. Augusta Clayton now looking for 55.
The bar is loaded.
There's that very casual walkout. Not too stressed by any of this at all. Just going to come out and do her job. So just 2.5 kilos shy of a personal best. A nice touch on the chest. Drives it back.
It's
And
a
gets
good
the
lift.
white lights.
55 kilograms stays on bar for Abigail England from the University of Nottingham. Follows
You can
Grunleiner
see
and
drives it
Rahal.
back off the
The bar is
chest
loaded.
and uses that speed, that momentum to follow through. So Abigail England now 55 kilos for a 5 kilo personal best. Opened at 50 kilos, right on her personal best. And gets it straight to the top.
It's a good lift, a new person best.
So gets a personal best. Oh, look at the replay. Probably comes a little bit straight up off her chest.
Follows Kubanova and Herzler.
And not a lot of backwards movements there.
The bar is loaded.
And Grundner now looking for 57.5 for a personal best.
Knijpen. Blauwe naar achter drukken. Naar achter. Goed zo.
And that should be a good lift.
It's a good lift and new person best 57.5 kilograms stays on bar.
Still have has those wrists flexed quite a bit.
Follows Herzler and Davis.
They're a little bit straighter on that one though. Michaela Kubanova now 57.5. So will equal her personal best. And that moved very fast and very cleanly.
It's a good day.
She gets 2 white lights and 1 red with a yellow card there. We'll have a look and see what we can see in the replay. And looks like the butt might have lifted off the bench on that side.
The bar is loaded.
Sarah Hertzler now looking for 60 kilograms. And taking her time. It's the bar where she wants it.
Lekker weer fit. Hold it.
And gets the rack command. It should be a good lift, and it is.
65
Happy with that one.
The bar falls on the legs from University of Birmingham. Follows McCahill and Karinti.
Isabel Davis now looking for 65 kilograms to equal her personal best.
Bar is loaded.
Still has 28 seconds on the clock. Sometimes bench setup gets a little bit technical, a little bit complicated. You use a lot of time, and if something goes wrong, there's not a lot of time to fix it. Gets it to the top. And to put a little bit of work for that one, we'll have a look at the replay. You can see there, she had 12 seconds left when she got the command. So if she has to replace for any reason, she doesn't have enough time to reset.
The bar is loaded.
And Christy McCahill now for her third lift, 47.5 for a personal best. And note that she's got her hair tied up on this lift. I imagine technical controls have told her to put her hair up with the hair down. It's difficult for the chief referee to actually see if there's any head movement, because the head needs to stay in contact with the bench throughout the lift. And chief referee has a good view now. And she gets the 3 white lights and a personal best.
52.5 kilograms to bar for Katri Karindi from Estonian Academy of Security.
Katri Karindi now
Follows retake current
looking for 52.5 to equal her personal best.
The bar is loaded.
She missed this on her second attempt. Good quick setup. It's a nice touch there, but you can see the technique she's trying to use there. And trying to sink it into the chest and use that almost like stretch reflex just isn't quite working for her. And it's almost verging on what we probably refer to as a heave. So Amy Whitaker now 55 kilograms for a personal best. And that was a good lift. You could hear the coach yelling out tighter. Get that system tight so everything goes into the bar. And a bit of a happy dance on the way off there.
Stays on the bar for Rosie Stevens from University of Glasgow.
And that was a good lift.
So
Rosie Geller-Stevens now looking for 55 for a personal best as well. And just noticed on the scoreboard there, it looks like TC from India has also scratched her deadlifts as well. So she won't be registering a total. She will just be taking home the medal in the squats. So 55 kilos on the bar for Rosie Geller-Stevens. Moves it off the chest very well. There's even a little bit more left in the tank, and she gets the 3 white lights. And she is super happy with that, nearly knocks the coach over. A good lift, very quick lift, still a little bit more left in the tank too. So Augusta Clayton now 57.5. Equal to her personal best. Doesn't seem too stressed about anything. Just couldn't quite get the power off the chest there. And looked like she pulled the bar down quite well, but just couldn't manage to generate any power. We sunk it into her chest a little bit further than she did on the last 2 lifts. And Grundler now looking for 60 kilos. This will give her a 5 kilogram personal best. Not a bad way to end your bench press session. And gets it back to the top. I think that's a good lift. It is a nice way to finish a bench press session at an international. Abigail England now 60 kilograms for a 10 kilo personal best. And gets it back to the top. It should be a good lift. It is. That's a big, big personal best. We stay at 60 kilos now. Michaela Kubanova. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best if she can put this one on the board.
body changes for the second group.
Drives it back. See what the referees say. I saw those hips lift. Did the butt stay on the bench? No, it didn't. And she knew that when she got off the bench as well. You could see the smile on her face. You can see on the replay there, lifts right off the bench. And Sarah Hertzler now 62.5. This will equal her personal best. Getting up on those shoulders. She's quite long limbs, very well built for deadlift. And just couldn't generate the power in the right direction there. And coach isn't overly disappointed with that one. Bit of a smile on his face. Gave it everything she did. So Isabel Davies now 67.5. Finish on a personal best. Getting right up on those shoulders, trying to get up as high as she can. And got good speed off the chest, but just couldn't quite convert it. I'll be able to see in the replay there. Didn't look like anything really went wrong. Let's have a look. Down to the chest well. And just couldn't quite generate that power. So we'll be straight into the second group now. We'll only have 8 lifters now in the second group. We've had one lifter scratch their bench and dead. So we have Lucy Hart, 57.5 kilograms. Big representation for Great Britain in this particular weight class. And that looks like a solid opening lift. 3 white lights, good way to open. Now, Eleanor Buttel now looking for 62.5. Getting up nice and high there. And get that arch working for you. So it gives you a tight system. And quick press. And the referees say 2 red lights, and that was simply because after they called start, she lifted her butt off the bench. She has to make sure that she finishes that setup completely before they make that call. So Sophie Smith now 70 kilograms. 5 kilos under her personal best. taking her time with the setup. And good bar path on that one.
It's a good lift.
Drove it
70
back.
kilograms
Got
stage
plenty of
and
power
half
off the
for
chest.
Dora Hammond from University of Birmingham.
And see the angle of the bar path here.
Follows on deck on
Drives
Graham.
it back.
Body's loaded.
It's nice momentum. So Victoria Hammond now 70 kilograms to equal her personal best. Opening on a PB. That chest up high and that grip wide, so she's able to reduce that range of motion as much as possible. And gets the 3 white lights. You can see in the replay there, she hasn't got to move that bar too far at all. So that butt is only just touching the bench, so she's going to have to really be careful of that. Marika Zendeka now 72.5. 5 kilos under her personal best. And that should be a good lift. It moved fast, it moved well.
77.5 kilograms to bar for Rihanna Graham from University of Exeter.
Speed was very, very good. So Rihanna Graham now 77.5. Well under her personal best.
The body's loaded.
You get yourself the opportunity to train your bench press on one of the new Eleiko racks after their redesign. You'll notice that they have increased the coefficient of friction on the bench itself. And there's been a number of changes they've made as well. The safety racks are actually narrower to give a little bit more space between the weight plates and the safety racks now as well. And they put new levers to enable the spotters to actually adjust the racks easier. So 77.5 for Rihanna Graham. Oh, she may have jumped the press command there. Let's wait and see. Hard to tell from here.
It's a good lift.
It's a good lift.
77.5 kilograms stage and bar for Alina Cho from National University of Singapore. Follows Hazard and Hart. The body's loaded.
Alina Chu now 77.5. Giving some instructions there to the spotter, how she wants the bar lifted out. Remember, bench press, feet have to remain flat on the floor. They are allowed to slide a little bit, but they have to remain flat on the floor. Butt has to stay in contact, shoulders in contact, head in contact. Have to wait for the start command, wait for the press command, wait for the rack command, and then you've got to remember everything else as well. And we're waiting for the referee's lights, and it is a good lift.
95 kilograms to bar for Christian Hazard from
Christian Hazard, 95 kilograms.
The body's loaded.
And you'll see some athletes opt to wear a belt on bench, others don't, and they all wear them for different reasons. So I bench with a belt. It's one of my cues to get myself in the right position. It also reminds me to take my deep breath as well. Everyone wears a belt for a different reason on bench, and you can also get yourself a bench belt, which is a little bit narrower. And very fast lift there at 95 kilos. 3 white lights.
62.5 kilograms to bar for Lucy Hart from Cambridge
So
University.
move back around the second lift now. Lucy Hart, 62.5. This will equal her personal best.
The bar is loaded.
Really getting that chest up. Big breath. It's a good touch to the chest. We just couldn't generate the power there.
62.5 kilograms stays on
Have a
bar
look at the
for
replay and see if we can
Cambridge University. Follows
see what happened. She
Amanda
pulled
Nancy.
down to the chest
The bar is
very
loaded.
fast. Didn't really lose a lot of tightness, but just couldn't get it moving off the chest on that one side. Eleanor Littell now 62.5. So gets the bar where she wants it, gets the start command. And gets that one this time round.
62.5 kilograms to bar for Victoria Hammond from
Still gets the one
University.
red light there. I'll have a look at the replay. And might have been, I think we might have seen her one side just lift a little bit on the start command, but she's fixed that problem. And Victoria Hammond now 72.5. You see, she's just trying to dig in those shoulders as tight as she can into the bench, so there's no movement as she presses. And I don't think she waited for the press command there. Got a little bit excited, and she knows as she walked off. As we said, when you walk onto that platform, it's really easy to forget the little things. Sophie Smith, 75 kilograms to equal her personal best. Looking to equal her personal best. Opened at 70, had a good lift. Now looking to add 5 kilos. And that should be a good lift.
It's a good lift.
It is 3 white lights.
From Adam University. Follows Graham and Shaw.
Got good power off the chest, whole body drove. Marika Zendeka now 77.5 kilograms. And gets it to the top nicely.
It's a good lift and your personal best. 82.5 kilos the bar for Rihanna Graham from University of Exeter. Follows Joe and Hazard.
So we go to 82.5 now for Rihanna Graham. This will equal her personal best.
The body's loaded.
And under predicted totals, second, third, and fourth, and even fifth positions are really up for grabs. So really important here to get the kilos on. This will equal her personal best. And every couple of kilos here is going to make a big difference when it comes down to the deadlifts. Gets it off the chest well. Should be a good lift. It is. She gets one red light, but two whites is all you need. And I imagine some butt lift on the other side there. Alina Chu now 82.5. It's just half a kilo shy of her personal best of 83. And you see odd numbers like that on their personal best. It indicates a record. So if you are chasing a record, be it world or national or state, you are able to, what we refer to as chipping the bar, and use the small increments. And handles 82.5. Three white lights.
102.5 grams on top for Christian Hazard.
We go all the way to 102.5 now for Christian Hazard. A previous personal best of 100.5, now looking for 102.5. Our opening lift at 95 moved very well. Now looking for 102.5 and lock away that gold medal on the bench press. Gets it to the top. It should be a good lift. It is. And that's got to put the gold medal in her pocket for sure. So we come back to the start now. Lucy Hart, 62.5. Missed this on a second. Needs to pin those shoulder blades back, keep as tight as she can, and let the whole body do the work. Chest is up. That looks better, but just a little bit too much. It was certainly a much, much better effort. She didn't do a lot wrong. It was just a little bit too tough today. So Eleanor Boutel now looking for 70 kilos and a personal best. Just has to remember to keep that butt down after the start command. So She lifted the hips after the start command, but from this angle it looked like the butt stayed down. No, it didn't. She's done the same thing again. Let's have a look at the replay. And we just could have missed the start command there. So just as they call start, she lifts her hips to set her shoulders, but she's lifting her butt off the bench, so it's something she's going to have to work on. Victoria Hammond now, 72.5. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best. So Christian Hazard has that gold medal in the bench press locked away. And just couldn't generate the speed off the chest on that one.
77.5 kilograms for Sophie Smith from Oxford University. Follows
Sophie Smith now. Looking for a personal best of 77.5.
Your body's loaded.
Come on then, let's get it done. Go, Sophie. Come on.
So 2 good lifts so far. And was a personal best.
Yes, that's it. Go on then. Tighter. Face. Face.
And just couldn't get the speed off the chest.
80 kilograms to rough on Marcus and Becca from Adam.
And bench press is just one of those lifts that drops away very quickly. She changed the position of the bar a little as it came down to her chest, and then just couldn't generate the power. Marika Zendeka now looking for 80 kilograms. And a personal best as well. She's had 2 very good lifts. And so far been having a very good day as well. Good speed off the chest. Can she get through the sticking point? Not quite. She was almost there.
85 kilograms to rough for Rihanna
A little bit disappointed with that.
follows Joanne Passau.
Rihanna Graham now looking for 85 kilograms. And this will temporarily move her from bronze to silver.
Your body's loaded.
Come on, finish it now.
So she's currently in the bronze medal position on the bench. This lift will temporarily put her in the silver medal position. And then Chu will have to lift the 85 to get the silver medal back again. Gets the bar exactly where she wants it. Just couldn't get the speed though. She'll have to settle for the bronze medal in the bench press today. Alina Chu now has the silver medal in her back pocket. And this is for the extra couple of kilos. And these extra couple of kilos could come in very, very handy in the deadlifts. Chest comes up. And just couldn't quite convert that one.
105
May have jumped the press command a little bit as well.
From Ohio State University.
I think Ashley jumped the press command there. She lost a bit of tightness. So we move to Christian Hazard now for 105 kilograms. We have a minor technical issue. The screen with lifter information has decided to time out. And Sasha right on it there and gets a problem fixed straight away.
The body's loaded.
I've never seen Sasha run that fast. So 105 kilos on the bar. Give her a personal best. Well, she's got the gold medal in her back pocket already. These extra kilos put her in an outstanding position overall. Just putting her even further and further out of reach of the competition. Oh, it moved beautifully. That should be a good lift. And it is the 3 white lights, a great way to finish on 105 kilograms. Do not go anywhere. Stay in your seats. Buckle up because we'll be right back here in 10 minutes' time as we get the deadlift party started. Welcome back to the 2019 World University Powerlifting Cup here in Tartu, Estonia, and it is heating up in the 63 kilo women here, and we are just about to kick off the deadlift session. And these girls get their openers on the board and the competition starts to really heat up. There are 4 or 5 lifters right in striking distance of those medals. And they've got to get their openers on the board first. We're just about to kick off with Amy Whitaker, looking at 95 kilos to open her deadlift campaign. And of course, big shout out to the sponsors, Alico, continually raising the bar. And their equipment is second to none. You look at their competition bars, have pretty much remained unchanged since their introduction. Only a few minor changes. And of course, that aggressive knurling on the bar, modelled off their original waffle pattern. Of course, Alico, makers of the greatest waffle irons in history. Well, I'm sure at some point an Alico waffle iron is going to find its way to my doorstep. But right now, Amy Whitaker, 95 kilograms. From waffle irons to weightlifting equipment. And she gets the 3 white lights. Augusta Clayton next, looking for 97.5. Where he has the most calm and casual walk out to a platform that I've seen so far this week. Doesn't seem to be too concerned about anything. Just going to come out and do my job. And she does it well.
It's a good day. 100 kilograms to powerful every day. From the best of Nottingham follows Grundlerer and Kubanova.
100 kilos on the bar now, Abigail, England. Well under her personal best of 107.5. And gets the job done very quickly indeed.
It's a good day.
The 3 white lights.
107.5 kilograms to powerful. And a Grundlerer from the University of Nottingham.
And of course, Alico started their humble beginnings making electrical appliances, and particularly famous for the Alico waffle iron. And I'm sure their Alico waffle irons would have been the best in the world as well. So 107.5 kilos for Anne Grundlerer now. Opening on a 5 kilo personal best. And gets it to the top. And she locked the knees out well enough. She has. So at the top of the deadlift, knees and hips need to be locked. Michaela Kubanova now 110 kilograms. Gets it to the top, very clean lift. 3 white lights.
117.5 euros to bar for.
So Kirsty McCahill now 117 and a half.
I'll
give you an idea of this weight class. The world junior record 191 kilograms and the world junior total record 463. And right now, Kirsty Cahill looking at 117 and a half.
It's a good lift. 120 kilograms to a bar for
And she gets that one on the board.
Estonian Academy of Security Science. Follows Gareth.
We load to 120 for Katri Karindi.
The bar is loaded.
So well under her personal best. And a good quick lift, no mucking around.
It's a good lift. 120 kilograms to bar for Rosie Keller-Stevens from University of Glasgow. Follows Hersler and Davis.
So Rosie Geller-Stevens now. 120. Just shy of a personal best of 125. And so she moves that belt up to the higher position. This allows her to still get that big breath in. And get down to the bar. Locks it out, gets the 3 white lights.
130 kilograms to bar for Sarah.
These ladies are flying through these lifts.
Follows Davis and Clayton.
Sarah Hertzler now looking for 130.
The bar is loaded.
There's a previous best lift of 147.5, so a good conservative opening lift. Gets it to the top, locks the hips out,
It's a good
gets the
lift.
3 white lights.
137.5 kilograms to bar for Isabel Davis from University of Birmingham. Follows Clayton and
Isabel Davis now 137.5.
the bar is loaded.
Let's go, easy, come on.
137.5 kilos, well under her personal best of 145.
Come on, switch on there. Come on. Let's go, Iz, come on. Come on, Izzy.
Well, he didn't come up quite as cleanly as she would have liked to have done, but she gets the 3 white lights.
105 kilograms to bar for Costa Rica from University of Exeter.
Already moving around into their second lifts. So not a lot of recovery time for them. And Augusta Clayton now 105 for a second. Just shy of a personal best at 107.5.
The bar is loaded.
And still very calm and collected as she walks to the platform. And a good clean lift, knees are out, chest was up, and she gets the 3 white lights.
105 kilograms Stephen bar for Amy Whittaker from Oxford University. Follows England and Kronleder. The bar is
Amy
loaded.
Whittaker now 105 kilograms. This will equal her previous personal best. And gets that chest up at the end there. Had to work very hard for that one.
107.5 kilograms to bar for Abigail England from University of
See,
Nottingham.
just needs to lift that chest up a
Follows
bit more.
Kronleder and Kubanova. The bar is loaded.
Abigail England now looking at 107.5. This will equal her personal best. Gets it to the top, locks it out. Should be a good lift. And it is.
112.5 grams above for Anne Kundleden from
And these young
University
ladies
of
are not wasting any time with these deadlifts. And Grunliner 112.5. This will give her a 10 kilo personal best.
The body's loaded.
That is a big, big personal best. And gets it to the top. It should be a good lift. It is.
115 kilograms above for Mihaela Bobanova from University of Chemistry and Technology.
All right. Had to work reasonably hard for it. There's not a whole lot of room left in the tank after that one. And Michaela Kubanova now 115.
The body's loaded.
They're still under her personal best of 125. Moves fast. And he gets the white lights. Didn't waste any time with that one. Straight out. Gets it done. Thank you very much. And back to the warm-up room. Kirsty McCahill, 122.5. Just a couple of kilos shy of her personal best. Getting herself in position. Getting the lats tight. Having to work at that lockout. Gets it to the top, squeezes it through. It should be good. It is. Really had to work for that one. I don't think I'd be going too much more on that lift. Rosie Della Stevens, 125 now. This will equal her personal best. And gets that to the top very, very well. She's super happy with that one.
It's a good lift.
And the white lights are on the board.
Academy of Security Science follows.
Katri Karindi now, 130 kilograms.
The body's loaded.
It's that chest up, locks it in, and gets the 3 white lights on the board.
37.5 grams above for Sarah Hersler from University of Pittsburgh. Follows Days and Whittaker.
Sarah Hertzler, Pittsburgh University now 137.5. Looks very calm, very confident. There's great lever arms for deadlift. Gets it moving. Locks it out at the top. That should be good. It is. She's happy with that.
142.5 grams above for Isabel Davis from University of Birmingham follows Whittaker and Clayton.
We move to Isabel Davis now, 142.5. It's just under her personal best.
Come on, Liz, finish this, come on. Come on, Izzy. Come on. Go on, Liz. Which one is? Come on. Go on, come on.
Squeeze it at the top. Locks it in. It's a good lift.
107.5 kilograms to the bar for Amy Whittaker from Oxford University. Follows Clayton and
They move back around for their third lifts of the first group now. 107.5 goes on the bar for Amy Whittaker to give her a 2.5 kilo personal best. So third lifts now, the bar gets cleaned between each lift. So 107.5 for a personal best.
Everything you got. Stick with it. Hold it. Yes, yes, hold it.
And just couldn't quite get it moving.
110 kilograms to the bar.
Got it off the ground well,
Clayton from University
but then it just didn't want to keep going. Augusta Clayton, 110 for a personal best. And chief referee just getting to tighten up that collar.
The body's loaded.
I'm going to keep those waffles nice and tight on the bar. Augusta Clayton calmly walks out to the platform. And she gets the job done. Wait and see the referee's lights. It's a good lift. And she's happy with that one. Abigail, England, 112.5 for a big 5 kilo personal best.
The body's loaded.
112.5 kilograms, 21 years of age, 1 year competing. Looking for a personal best here at the World University Cup. And it's a good lift. She walks away with a personal best.
120 kilograms to bar for Anne Brunberger from University of Change.
And Grunler now looking for a personal best of 120.
117.5 kilograms to bar for Anne Brunberger.
Huge personal best. Previous personal best 102.5.
Follows Barnum and McCahill.
She did a 112.5 on a second. It's a lot of work. Is 117.5 an overreach? Or has she got it in the tank? We're about to find out. She's fired up.
Come on, Beth.
Gets it moving well. It's moved faster than a second. That moved better than a second lift. And she gets the job done. 2 white lights.
Second group, 3 minutes to change partners. 127.5 kilograms per bar for
So we load the bar now. Michaela coming over 127.5 for a personal best.
follows McCahill and Keller Stevens. The bar is loaded.
127.5. She's brought a bit of aggression to the platform on this one. She's got it moving now. And just couldn't quite hang on to it at the top. You can see she was trying to get it there and hold it there and get the down command. But she just couldn't lock it and hold it in time.
From University of Glasgow.
So Kirsty McHale now 127.5. Looking for a personal best as well. And they're bringing the fire to the platform on this lift. So 122.5 looked good. It's the lats locked in place. That's it moving. Can she squeeze it through? It's still going up. She locks it there, but then couldn't hold the balance. She got it to the top, but just couldn't balance it there. But a good effort. You can see, squeezes it through, and just as she pushes the hips through there, knocks her off balance. So Rosie Geller-Stevens now for a personal best of 130. And she's working hard. She couldn't get those knees out. She couldn't quite get it there. Katri Karindi now 137.5. This will be a 5 kilo personal best.
The bar is loaded. No more change for the second group.
And it looks good. It is good. She gets it on the board.
142.5 kilograms per bar for
No mucking around with that one at all.
University of Pittsburgh follows Davies and Hart.
Sarah Hertzler now 142.5.
The bar is loaded.
Big future in this sport. Put those levers into action. Gets it moving. Gets it to the top. And the referee says it's a good lift, 2 white lights. And I would say 1 red light there may have been soft knee, I think. Hard to see from that angle. So Isabel Davis now 147.5 for a personal best. Very nice way to finish off the first group.
Don't stop pulling this. Come on. Let's go, Izzy. Come on, switch on. Let's go. Come on, Izzy.
147.5. It's moving well. And just couldn't quite get to the top. Not for lack of trying, that's for sure. She gave it everything she had.
135 kilograms step off.
She got it moving off the floor. It started to move well, and then just couldn't quite squeeze the hips through. So move straight to our second group now. Lucy Hart, 135. Just getting the bar where she wants it.
Hips down, knees out, Lucy. Set it up. Hold it.
And handles that opening lift very, very well.
It's a good lift. 135 grams stay on bar for Eleanor Hotel from Cambridge University. Follows Graham and Smith.
So we stay at 135. Eleanor Bootle now.
Let's go.
10 kilos under her personal best. Didn't have the best time on bench press. Now looking to put some numbers on the board here. Very smooth all the way through.
It's a good lift. 140 kilograms. To the
Gets the
bar.
3 white lights.
From University of Exeter. Follows Smith and Shaw. The bar is loaded.
All right, Rihanna Graham now 140. 10 kilos short of her personal best.
Pull into position. Push it off the floor.
Quick and clean all the way through.
It's a good
And
lift.
3 white lights.
142.5 kilograms to us.
And has no problem with that opener.
Oxford University follows Shaw and Hazard.
So Sophie Smith, 142 and a half.
Come on, then, let's do it. Patient.
Need to get these opening lifts on, solidify their totals. And then they can start looking at the numbers, and try and find their way up the rankings, find their way into the medals. Good opening lift, nice and fast.
Easy and a good lift. 152.5 kilograms to bar for Alina Shaw from
Plenty of speed in that one. Alina Chu now 152.5.
Netherlands and Becca.
And these next 4 lifters really need to get these lifts on the board, solidify their totals. And then they can start to battle it out for positions. So 152 and a half, just 5 kilos shy of a personal best. And that's a good opener.
It's a good lift. 152.5 grams stay on the bar for Christiane Hazard from Ohio State University. Follows Sandeka and Hammond. The bar is loaded.
152 and a half on the bar. Christian Hazard. Super important lift for this young lady. If she can put this one on the board, solidify that total, She puts herself in a super commanding position, and that is a super convincing opening lift there. There is bucket loads left in that tank.
162.5 euros to bar for Marika Sandeka
There is a
from
message to
Ireland
everyone there.
University. Follows Hammond and Hotel.
Marika Zendeka now 162.5.
The bar is loaded.
And gets to the top. Almost lost a little bit of balance at the top there, but regained it very quickly. It's the 3 white lights.
For Victoria Hammond from University of Birmingham. Follows
Victoria Hammond now 162.5. So there is not much separating second, third, fourth, and fifth at all. So they are all within striking distance if Hammond can put this one on the board. And she does just that. Now starts to unfold. Christian has it currently on 407.5, pretty much out of reach. Looking at her first lift. Zendeka currently on 385, Hammond on 377, Chu 362.5, Graham 362.5. So every one of them in striking distance of those silver and bronze medal. Right now, Eleanor Littell 142.5. Locks it at the top, having a much better time on the deadlift than she did in the bench press.
145 euros to bar for Lucy Hart from Cambridge University. Follows Graham and Smith.
Lucy Hart now 145.
The bar is loaded.
145, still 5 kilos under a personal best, so should be manageable. But it is a 10 kilo jump from her opener. And gets that one on the board.
115 kilograms to bar for Rihanna Graham from University of Exeter.
Although to 150, Rihanna Graham now. Currently sitting on 362.5.
The bar is loaded.
Needs to stay consistent here and see if she can move up the rankings a little bit. Sitting dead even with Chu. .150 equal to a personal best. It's moving well and just lost balance at the top. It pulled her forward a little bit.
152.5 kilograms to bar.
That is going to hurt a little bit there. Giving Chu some opportunities. Sophie Smith now 152.5.
The bar is loaded.
$152.5, just 2.5 kilos under a personal best. Gets it moving, gets it to the top. Looks good. It is.
160 kilogram to a bar for Alina Cho from National University of Singapore. Follows.
So Alina Chu now 160. This will take her to 370 with one lift to come.
The bar is loaded.
We'll move her past Graham. And it'll temporarily move her up the rankings in the deadlift as well. So 160, 2.5 kilo personal best. And still a little bit more room to move for her as well.
It's a good lift and new personal best. 165 kilograms to the bar for
Christian has it now, 165.
Ohio State University. Follows.
This lift here at 165 will solidify that gold medal overall.
The bar is loaded.
I imagine we'll put it just out of reach from Zendeka. At the moment, Zendeka's still within striking range, so it needs this lift to open that gap up and put it out of reach. Moves well. Moves very well. Waiting for the referee's decision. It should be a good lift. It is a good lift. Takes that total, puts it on the top shelf, and puts it out of reach for Zendeka now. And puts it at 420. With this lift, Zendeka goes to 395. So 172.5 for Zendeka now. This will give her a half kilo personal best. And makes a good lift for a second. So Hammond now is in the bronze medal position overall. This lift will put it at 387.5. And I think Zendeka's probably done enough to keep herself safe in that silver medal position. But stranger things have happened in powerlifting. And she's squeezing it through, it's still going up. It should be a good lift. It is. Puts herself in a strong position. There's not a whole lot left more in the tank there. Rihanna Graham now with 150. Missed this on a second. So 150 kilograms for Rihanna Graham, University of Exeter. And she gets it to the top. It looks good. I think she's got it. And she has. She gets the 150.
On the ball for Eleanor Bouquet from Cambridge University. Follows Harvard Smith.
Eleanor Bootle now 150. 5 kilogram personal best.
Device loaded.
Be a nice way to finish. She didn't have the greatest time on bench. And this could be a really nice high note to finish on. $150 kilograms of Alico waffles right there. She moves it fast. It's moving well. It's still going up. She locks it at the top. What do the referees say? It's a good lift and a great way to finish.
152.5 kilograms per pound for Lucy Hart.
So Lucy Hart now 152.5, 2.5 kilo personal best.
Device loaded.
2.5 kilogram personal best. Moves well, gets it there. Looks like a good lift. And it is.
157.5 kilograms per pound for Sophie Smith from Oxford
We move to 157.5 now. Sophie Smith. Don't forget, if you are watching the live stream, you can also stream the scoreboard on the second stream as well. So you can watch all the action and keep up with the scoreboard as well. 157.5, 2.5 kilo personal best. And it's still going up. Did the bar move down? Let's wait and see. Referees say it's a good lift. She had to give it everything she had, but she got it there in the end. Alina Chu now 167.5. So this will temporarily put her into the bronze medal position for the deadlift and move her into 4th position overall. So 167.5 on the bar, 10 kilo personal best. And will temporarily put her into the bronze medal for the deadlift with 3 lifters to follow. It's a big lift, and her second moved very well. It's moving well, and just couldn't get it past the knees there.
172.5 kilograms per pound for Christiane Hazard from
Just couldn't quite get it past the knees. It was a number that she certainly had to try. So Christian Hazard now 172.5. She has the overall gold medal gift wrapped and in a back pocket already. Comes complete with some Maliko waffles. And she wants 172 and a half. So this will temporarily move her from bronze in the deadlift to gold in the deadlift, with 2 lifts to follow. And she has the gold medal overall. She's the World University Powerlifting Cup champion. And just couldn't hold it at the top.
So it's a no lift.
But she has the gold medal overall.
175 kilograms to bar for Victoria Hammond.
And she has the bronze medal
West of Birmingham follows Sandeka.
in the deadlift. Right now, Victoria Hammond, 175. This will move her from silver to gold in the deadlift. She has the bronze medal overall already wrapped up in her back pocket.
The body's loaded.
We've brought the fire to the platform on this one. $175, a 5 kilo personal best. And it could even give her a gold medal in the deadlifts. And it's moving, and it's just not going to go any further, but she certainly had to give it a try. So she'll take home a bronze medal overall. And a silver medal in the deadlift. Right now, Marika Zendeka, 180. She has the gold medal in the deadlift already. And she'll take home the silver medal overall. This will give her a 402.5, so it'll give her a personal best on deadlift and a personal best total as well. And of course, she has the silver medal already in her pocket. And it's just not going to go all the way. But she gave it everything she had. So Hazard takes the gold medal overall with 420. Zendeka silver on 395, and Hammond bronze on 387 and a half. Don't go anywhere. We've got the medal ceremony coming up, and then of course at 6 p.m. local time we've got the 59 and the 66 kilo men coming up as well.
IPF President, Mr. Gaston Barrage, and President of Asian Powerlifting Federation, Mr. Farshid Soltani. The best results. Women under 63 kilograms. Squat third place, Victoria Hammond from University of Birmingham with 145 kilograms. Second place, Marika Sandeka from Adam Mickiewicz University with 145 kilograms. And first place, Christian Hazard from Ohio State University with 150 kilograms. Congratulations. Bench press. Third place, Brianna Graham from University of Exeter with 82.5 kilograms. Second place, Alina Cho from National University of Singapore with 82.5 kilograms. And the first place, Christian Hazard from Ohio State University with 105 kilograms. Congratulations. Deadlift. Third place, Christian Hazard from Ohio State University with 165 kilograms. Second place, Victoria Hammond from University of Birmingham with 172.5 kilograms. And the first place, Marika Sandeka from Adam Mickiewicz University with 172.5 kilograms. Congratulations. And total, third place, Victoria Hammond from University of Birmingham with 387.5 kilograms. Second place, Marika Sandeka from Adam Mickiewicz University with 395 kilograms. And the first place, Christian Hazard from Ohio State University with 420 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of United States of America. Congratulations.